Mhm. Okay, are we live? I think so. Hope you guys can hear me. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Referral Partner Acquisition Show. Happy Friday. My name is Will Anagnos, and if you're new to the show, every Friday we're here at 12 p.m. Central, and we started a little late today. Nonetheless, every single Friday I'm here with you, sharing you free tips, tricks, advice so that you, as a mortgage professional, can grow your referral network and get more referrals to grow your referral business. So, without further ado, if you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments. If you like what we're doing, please slap that like button. And if you find what we're talking about every episode valuable, just let us know down below in the comments. So, today's piece of value I want to provide is a tool belt. So, I speak with loan officers all the time, and unfortunately, a lot of you are not given the tools required to succeed from your company. Sometimes you are, but for the most part, you're not. So maybe you're a mortgage professional, maybe you work at a bank or you work at a broker, whatever. Um, a lot of you are thrown into not the fire, but you're thrown into maybe you're new to mortgages and you're thrown into this new environment where you have to go out there and find business. Go out there and do it yourself. Maybe the company will provide you with some leads, but we all know leads are just cold phone numbers and names, and those are really hard to work. And they usually convert at the lowest percentage. So, a couple of things, excuse me, I'm a little sick. A couple of things that I've seen mortgage companies provide is leads. Um, Most have a marketing department that post, basic company related stuff, market updates onto social media accounts for each employee or each, person working at the company. But that's mostly it. Yes, there's processors. Yes, there's the support when it comes to fulfillment. But when it comes to prospecting, most of you guys aren't given much. And so, um, going back to a review that I received last month from one of our clients, she was a new loan officer last year, and this year she's up and running. She's doing awesome. And in her review, she says, "Will provided me with every single tool, resource, and material and support that I needed to get my to get my mortgage business off the ground as fast as humanly possible, organically." And so I thought today's video would be a good idea to share with you everything that I think. If I was a mortgage company, this is what I would prefer. This is what I would provide all of my mortgage loan officers because it just makes sense. It helps them bring more business into the company. So give me a second to share my screen and share with you what I think all mortgage professionals, especially new individuals, should have on day one so that they can, because it takes some time to learn to use, and then you're set once that learning curve is done. So give me a second to share you my screen. Okay. All right. If you're watching this video, if you're here in the episode live with us, please comment live in the comments below. If you're here watching this on the replay, comment replay below so I know that you guys are here. All right, screen share time. Um, Here we go. Okay. So what you're looking at is the Omega Lead Converter. The Omega Lead Converter is a marketing platform slash CRM. We're not going to talk about CRMs today. I'm not going to talk about Omega today. I'm only going to focus on triggers, campaigns, automations, etc. Now, for you guys who don't know what triggers, automations, and workflows and campaigns are, basically, it is a systemized um, a rule. It's rules that are in place in a system that create specific actions to happen. So, for example, if you want to send out five emails for the next 5 Mondays, like a Monday newsletter promoting something specific, and you want that to go out automatically, that's what we call an email campaign. Now let's talk about triggers. A trigger is when if someone, clicks this link, then it creates a email to get sent to them or a text message to get sent to them. It triggers something to happen. If A, then B. And workflows are just campaigns and triggers mixed together. And because time is our most valuable asset, I constantly hear people are running around trying to find business when you can use triggers, automations, and workflows to automate your outreach and get a better result. So don't think that because you're using a system, it's going to be all robotic. As long as it's authentic, it's called authentic automation. As long as it's authentic and it's getting you a better result, that's what really matters at the end of the day. So, when you have the right triggers, workflows, campaigns in place, you have basically enabled yourself to automate your prospecting, to automate your follow-up, to automate your nurture, and to automate your day-to-day. So when someone clicks on your website, you're notified. So you know you can reach out to them and say, "Hey, I saw you clicked my website." So like things like that. And so in Omega, we have an automation tab, and the automation tab brings us to the workflow list. And these are folders. I've spent the last 5.5 years making, refining, testing to get the best triggers campaigns for mortgage people. And this is what we've come up with so far. So there's a folder for top of mind awareness. There's a folder for borrower nurture. There's a folder for follow up. So let me zoom in. Actually, I'm just not realizing you guys probably can't see. So these are all folders. So I wholeheartedly believe that if I'm a new loan officer and I'm getting started at a company and a company provided me with this would help me actually generate more business. So in the top of mind awareness folder, I already have top of mind text messages set to get sent to realtors. I have top of mind emails ready to get sent to realtors. I have top of mind emails ready to get sent to accountants. I have top of mind text messages ready to get sent to accountants. I have the same thing dedicated for bank loan officers, for builders, for business owners, self-employed, for family law professionals. I'll go to the next page. For financial advisors, for real estate investors. And then again, for realtors, again, an email campaign with information specific to non-traditional financing. So that's what's in the email content. And so if you're a mortgage professional trying to grow your, let's say, realtor referral network, you need a way to stay top of mind after you meet them. And what better way to stay top of mind is with an automatic top of mind awareness text message that just checks in on them every couple of weeks, seeing if, they need anything from you. And this is really helpful when you're busy, with life or with business, because when you get busy, you tend to forget to follow up with people. And so by automating it, it's happening in the background, no matter how busy you are or how much Netflix you're binging or whatever you're doing, even when you're on vacation. This can automate your follow up and streamline it. Same for emails. So if I'm a new loan officer and I know I want to grow my realtor network, you need things like this. You need once you meet realtors, which you can just do by cold calling, honestly, my least favorite method, but hey, I mean, that's what all beginners do. Assuming you're doing that, after the first meeting, what's next? Are you staying top of mind? Are you putting all that accountability back on yourself, or do you have a system that's helping you do that? So having top of mind awareness campaigns as a new loan officer is very important because once you are in front of some opportunities, you don't want to lose them. That's what most people do in their first year. They book meetings that lead to nothing. And it's because they didn't have a strategic way to stay top of mind with realtors, with divorce attorneys, with many different types of referral partners. Don't limit yourself to just one. And then same goes for borrower nurture campaigns. So let's say you're a new loan officer and you want to generate some conversations. Well, there's a campaign here for FSBO means, I'm blanking out. I'm sure you guys can let me know in the comments. For sale by owner. There we go. So for sale by owner campaigns, let's say that you want to reach out to that audience. Wouldn't it be nice if you had a system that already had a strategy to reach out to these people through text messages and through phone calls automatically? So that way you don't have to go out there and find the business the long way. Your company wants you to move things faster, right? You want to move things faster. This does that. I know a lot of borrowers, they don't have enough for down payment, they don't have enough income, they don't have the right credit. So, as a new loan officer, you probably don't have information where you can automatically drip that to your clients who need to grow their credit so that maybe they can't buy a home this month, but they can do it in the next 6 months. They just follow the education that you send them so that they stick with you when they are ready to buy a home. So wouldn't it be nice if you had all these things if you were just getting started as a loan officer? Let's go over follow-up campaigns. So follow-up campaigns for each of your audiences. So imagine you are door knocking and you door knock 100 doors and let's say you get 25 solid contacts. And when I say door knocking, I'm just, being hypothetical here. It could be anything. Well, you could manually follow up or you could have a system that automatically does it for you. I'm gonna leave it at that. And then webinar automation. So a lot of loan officers, they don't do webinars because to do them, it takes a lot of work. You have to make a presentation. You have to practice the presentation. And it doesn't stop there. You have to create a web page to market the webinar. You need to create emails that advertise the webinar, that people click, that go to the web page. Then you have to create a form that they fill out to RSVP. Then you need to fill out a campaign to remind them about the webinar coming up. So wouldn't it be nice if you're a new loan officer, you know you need to put on first-time home buyer webinars, but you don't know how to get started? Well, if you just click this, we have all that here for you. So first time home buyer webinar, here's the outreach campaign. So all you need is phone numbers and emails and the campaign to advertise your webinar about first time home buyers, that's done. And then once they're invited, there's an outreach workflow for that. And then if they click your link, you can get notified so you know who's more interested than others. It's kind of like, when people are going to buy something on, let's say Amazon, and then they leave because they didn't finish their order. So in this case, if they don't finish filling out the RSVP form, that triggers you to reach out to them and say, "Hey, I'm putting on a home buyer webinar. Like, do you want to join?" Like, so you can get them to actually sign up. They may respond with, "Oh yeah, I got distracted, but I do want to do that. Thanks for reaching out." So all the automations to make a webinar happen. I mean, wouldn't it be nice if you had all those automations so that you didn't procrastinate your goal of having monthly or quarterly webinars? Personally, I know one of my favorite clients, one of my long-term clients, I won't say his name, but he's been trying to get webinars up and running for a very long time until he met me because we had it all set up for him. But sometimes he struggles to still have the webinar because he has to get his presentation ready. And so that experience has kind of shown me, even if the presentation's, ready, you still have a ton of other barriers to overcome before actually being able to do a webinar properly. And yes, you could do a half-ass webinar where you just post about it on social media and people show up and that's it, and you have no follow-up automation behind it. But that's the difference between doing a good job and a great job. You can do a good job and get one lead, or you can do a great job with a little bit more effort in the front end, and get 5 leads, 10 leads. So, but the beautiful part is, why would you have to go build all this when it's already built for you? Mortgage companies should have this all prepared for all of their new hires, especially those new hires who are maybe recruiting. So, if there's anyone here live with us, I would love to hear if anyone wants to put in the comments what folder you'd like me to go into next. I'm not going to go through all these, but the point is, if you're a new loan officer, you need to have, just like all new loan officers having Calendly, you should have calendar software. You should have value campaigns that provide value to your referral partners. You should have follow-up workflows, top of mind awareness workflows. If you had all of this on the first month of you being a mortgage professional, how much more opportunities would you be able to get yourself, or would you have today if you had something like this from day one? I know for a fact a lot because I've given this to people who were 1 month into the industry, and then I taught them how to use all of these folders to stay top of mind, generate borrowers, follow up, host webinars, recruit to grow the team, provide value, book appointments, etc. A lot of you guys don't have any of this. Your companies don't provide it, and I think they should. Um, so if it makes sense, you could just let them know that this exists, and then I can have a conversation with who's ever in charge. But that's all I wanted to go through today. I wanted to go through all of the workflows and tools that I believe all mortgage pros from day one should have. Because if you're given all these tools on day one, you have so much more to work with and you can do so much more than, hey, we're going to post on your social media, but you have to go out there and cold call, or you have to go out there and go on MMI, search realtors and cold email them one by one. Like that's brokerages could make so much more money if they had the right systems. So um, if it makes sense, comment below systems and I will reach out so that we can set up a call. But that's it. If you guys found today's episode valuable, if you're a new loan officer and you didn't know this stuff existed and now you do, let me know down in the comments so I know I created some sort of impact positively today. And yeah, guys, have a great weekend. Happy Friday. And I'll see you guys next week on the next episode of the Referral uh, Network Acquisition Show, Referral Partner Acquisition Show, excuse me. Thanks, and see you guys next week.